Guys, if you've been looking for the perfect iPad keyboard case, but you simply cannot commit to spending $300 on Apple's Magic Keyboard, and who can blame you because that is a lot of money, I think I've got the keyboard case for you. This is the Flip Folio from Logitech, and it works with both the iPad Air and the iPad Pro. But what is the trade-off? Well, today we're going to review the Flip Folio to see what works, what doesn't, and whether or not it's the best case for you. So let's get started. All right, let's talk about who this is for. First and foremost, if you are not using the iPad full-time, this is probably going to be the keyboard case that you want. Maybe you have a Mac, maybe you're using Windows, but the iPad isn't your primary machine, and that's going to be important when we talk about the features of this keyboard case. You want to type sometimes, not all the time, and you find yourself maybe on the couch, working at a desk, you're just using it in tablet mode a lot, and you're trying not to replace your laptop. You're trying not to replace your laptop. That makes sense. If that's you, keep watching. So let's talk about what the Folio Flip actually is. This is a two-piece keyboard design with a detachable keyboard that can connect to up to 3 devices via Bluetooth, and it features a full keyboard layout that's gonna be comfortable to type on. You're gonna get a full layout with a reverse or upside down T-shaped arrow keys, a command key, control keys. There's even a full row of function keys that gives you access to device switching across 3 different Bluetooth devices, screen brightness up and down, show all your open windows, an emoji picker, a screenshot window, and the media control keys as well as volume up and down. Now, because you can switch between multiple devices, it also means that you can connect this keyboard to your iPad, your iPhone, and as well as like a laptop if you ever want to have that portable typing experience. Now, the great thing about the iPad is it does have a built-in software keyboard, but when you use it, especially when you use it in full size mode, it does take up the bottom portion of the screen. Well, with a hardware keyboard, you do get that screen real estate back. There's no more of on-screen keyboard. You're using your iPad, you get the full screen back. Now, the hinge itself is a folding design that gives you the ability to articulate in a couple different positions, and you get the front and back protection on your iPad and the ability to use it while you're in portrait or landscape mode with the adjustable kickstand, so you can find and dial in that perfect viewing angle. Now, on the battery side, there's no charging cable required because the keyboard itself runs on 4 coin cell batteries. That's gonna last up to about 2 years, and it automatically powers off when attached to the keyboard case, so you're not draining the battery needlessly when you do not need to. Now, the thing to be aware of is that the keyboard case and the keyboard itself does add some heft to the package. I'm using it with the 13-inch iPad Air, so your mileage may vary if you're using it with the 11-inch or even the iPad Pro, because that's a little bit lighter. The keyboard itself is 7 ounces, the case is 1 pound 5 ounces, bringing the total for the keyboard case up to 1 pound 12 ounces. Then when you factor in the actual weight of the iPad Air, that brings the total package up to 3 pounds 2 ounces. It is absolutely a thick boy. So what that means is that when you're traveling or taking it outside, you will definitely feel this inside of your bag, no doubt. Next, let's talk about 3 places where the Folio Flip breaks down. First, if you're a lap typer, you'll need to balance both the keyboard and the keyboard case on your knees or on your thighs, making it a little bit hard because you have to balance 2 different points of contact. So that's going to be a challenge if you're a lap typer. You always could take the iPad case itself and put it onto another surface, but then that increases the distance that you are from the screen itself, may make it a little bit harder to read. Number 2, if you have a workflow that heavily relies on a mouse cursor or a trackpad cursor, you're going to have a lot of friction here because that is not included in this package. This is the keyboard case and the keyboard only. It gives you the flexibility to remove the keyboard when you don't need it, or to use it just as an iPad case when you do need it, but there is no trackpad, no mouse included. So you'll definitely have friction, and you'll have that reliance on a trackpad or mouse cursor, and you want to make sure that you go ahead and bring your own. And number 3, we already talked about it, was the total package weight. If you are carrying this around day to day, depending on what tasks you're doing, you'll definitely notice what the weight is with the larger iPads. And 3 pounds 2 ounces with the case and the keyboard in the 13-inch iPad Pro. On the 11-inch, it's gonna be a little bit lighter, but it does have some weight to it. And it's gonna be a little bit on the chunky side. Now, is the Folio Flip for you? Well, if you are a tablet-first user and you want a keyboard sometimes, I think that's a smart buy, whether you need the 11-inch at 159 or the 13-inch at 179. It's perfectly balanced for that use case. No pun intended. Now, if you are an iPad warrior, you want your iPad to fully replace your desktop or your Mac, your laptop, this is not the right choice for you. The lack of a trackpad will make it frustrating and you'll end up regretting your purchase, or just leaving mean comments. I don't know. You'll do one or the other, or even both of them. But if the lack of the trackpad is a concern, I'll link a few low-cost options down in the video description below, along with links to all the other products I talked about. Anything that you click on is an affiliate link, which does help the channel. And if you are brand new to the iPad, or you just upgraded and you're looking for great accessories, you should click on this video right here. Otherwise, YouTube thinks that you should watch this video down here, which is actually my favorite. My name is Mike, guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. I'm out of here.